Welcome to Financial Tip. I'm Babajide Samuel Amao, and I'm glad to have you around here. In our last episode, we talked about the fact that we need to develop our problem-solving capacity. And I told you that we're going to move it a bit further in the next episode. Here are we. I want to talk about the fact that one key thing that is required in developing the problem-solving skill is the capacity to generate or to create ideas. You must have heard the saying that owners of ideas rules the world. Whatever it is that you see around you today is the product of somebody's idea. Ideas here simply refers to problem-solving thoughts that people have worked upon, and they have been able to develop those thoughts into physical or tangible products or services that provide solutions for people, systems, communities, and nations. Okay, so at a time, people found it difficult to talk to themselves. So somebody came up with an idea of a post office. Okay, another person later came up with an idea of developing phone boxes through which people can communicate themselves irrespective of the distance. Everything we see around today, the food we eat, the clothes we wear, talk of anything, are product of ideas that are generated in the mind of people that they developed into problem-solving goods and services. And like we said, the end point of creating an idea basically is to be able to make money. So when you solve problem for people, that problem must be good enough for them to want to part with their money, because they know that by having whatever it is that you have produced or the service you are rendering, certain problems will be taken away from their life. Now, so if you are going to develop capacity to make more money in the year 2023, like I said, you must develop the capacity to solve problems by generating ideas that will sell, ideas that people will buy. The question now, therefore, is that how do I generate creative ideas that people are willing to pay for? And this you will do by answering these few questions. When you want to generate business or creative ideas that people would buy, then you must ask yourself these few questions. Number one, you must ask yourself, what do people want? Now, you must know what people around you want. And one of the ways to know what people around you want is also to look into what you yourself want. Okay? So what people want is, what you want is the same thing that people around you want. We have similar needs. Okay? So once you are able to spot what people want, then you must define what is it that the people actually needs. Okay? There's a thin line between what people want and what they need. You see, they could want transportation, but they might not need transportation, because there are enough transporters that can solve that problem for them. But they can want clothing and equally need clothing, because within that suburb or that environment where you live, there is no company that is providing that service. So that makes it a core need for them by the virtue of scarcity. So you see, sometimes it's not enough for you to define what people want. It is good for you to define what they need, because it is what they need that helps you to sell more faster and make more money. Now, another question you must ask yourself is, what can I provide? What product can I provide? What service can I provide? You've been able to identify what they need or what they want. You also should be able to define what is it that you have the capacity to provide. Okay? And now you must answer this from the viewpoint of your experience, your knowledge, your That is your education, your expertise. These are three key things that can help you define what you can provide. So if I am a graduate, for instance, I could be able to provide an home lesson service for children in my environment. Okay, so your experience, your education, and your expertise will come into bear in answering the question of what can I sell, what can I provide. Okay, now the third question you must ask yourself is, where do I sell, or to whom will I sell? Now, if you don't identify where to sell, you might have a problem of having a repeated sales. You hear me right? What you need is not sales, but you need repeated sales. That is what helps business to survive. So whatever it is that you are willing or are going to be selling, people must be willing to buy it repeatedly. Now, you must decide on where you want to sell. Do you want to sell physically, or you want to sell online? What is the age bracket of the persons that you want to sell to? Because this would determine your target market and would help you to streamline your promotional activity to be able to guarantee sales. If you're able to answer these 3 or 4 questions, I guarantee you, on a consistent basis, you will be able to develop creative ideas that solves problems for people and that makes money for you. And the truth about it is that the more money you make, the happier you become. Thank you for being part of today's financial tip. I look forward to seeing you another time when I bring you some other tips or information that will help your personal finances. Remember that you can always get content like this and many others on finance, entrepreneurship, leadership on my website, www.amaobabajide.com. And please, once you visit my site, you can subscribe to our newsletter so that you can always get updates whenever we have an updated content on the website. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, Amao Babajide Samuel, please kindly press the subscribe button and like our videos after watching so that the visibility of this channel on YouTube can grow. My Instagram account is @BabajideAmao, and of course, Leadership Discourse with Amao Babajide Samuel is our page on Facebook. We hope that this year will be productive and economically rewarding for all of us. But if you are going to have an improved financial life, you must be intentional in improving the volume and value of problems you solve for people in exchange for money. That means you must solve more problems and be able to generate more money from the problem you solve for others. Till we meet in the next episode, please enjoy the rest of your day.